Hello everyone, this video is a breakdown of my feeding a cookie to a parrot speedrun. Before we start breaking down the run itself, I want to answer you guys' possibly most important question: why didn't I have the speedrun clock in the corner while I was speedrunning? Well, if you look at this screenshot of the recording system I use, which is OBS Studios, in the bottom of the section you'll see the drop down menu, and it lets you select the different sort of aspects of what you're doing that OBS is going to record. Now, when I had initially started making videos, I was using the display capture, which just captures everything that's on my screen, which was fine, except it somehow, for some reason, was more of a load on the computer and I would get a really low frame rate and it was almost unwatchable. However, after some experimentation, I found game capture. Game capture only captures a window that is classified as a game. OBS Studios recognizes Minecraft as a game and will record nothing but Minecraft. Unfortunately, what that means is since the speedrunning clock is a separate window, even though I had that laid over my Minecraft, it won't record that. So I could have gotten the clock into the shot with display capture. It would have captured everything. However, what that means is I would have a really low frame rate and you guys probably wouldn't even want to watch it because that's how low the frame rate is. Like I said in my last video, if you really are concerned about my time, if you think I'm lying, then you can take your own stopwatch and you can try to look for cuts or something if you want. You won't find any because there's none in there. Now, on to the actual breakdown of the speedrun itself. What we're going to be breaking down about the speedrun are the 5 key moments in which luck was really necessary. Obviously, if you just look at my standard performance, it's not that great. I haven't been speedrunning for that long, only a few times I've tried it. But there were 5 moments in which luck was it wasn't like freak luck, it wasn't some freak chance, but it was necessary in order to get the lower time. The first of these 5 sections is the spawn location. So as you know, if you put in the same seed, you'll spawn in the same spot. Well, let me rephrase that. You'll spawn in the same general area. If you look at this aerial view of the jungle in which I spawned, here is where I actually mined the tree and mined the iron, collected all the leaves for the composter and such stuff like that. Here is the general area in which I spawned in this world. I spawned in various locations within this area in all of my speedruns. The speedrun in the video was when I got good luck on the spawn location, as I spawned essentially right next to where I needed to start my work. The second area where luck was necessary is the seed drop. Right here, you'll see that I run around and I destroy the grass in order to try to get a seed drop. However, some of my runs I had to start over as I would clear basically this whole area of grass and no seeds would drop. This didn't happen very often, however, it did force me to have to redo a couple of my runs. The third area of luck is the composter efficiency. So each time I were to put a leaf or a piece of grass or anything into the composter, each of these items only has a chance of counting as a level increase for the composter. So if I put a single leaf in, there's only a less than 50% chance that it will increase the level. So as you can see here, I dropped nearly half a stack into the composter in order to get only 1 bone meal. The third area of luck is the bone meal itself. Now you'll see here in the main clip that you saw in the last video, it only took 2 bone meal in order to get the wheat to grow to full, ready to be harvested essentially. However, that's not always the case. This was the factor that caused me to have to start over the most, as I would collect my 4 bone meal, as it requires a minimum of 2 to get wheat to its full growth stage. However, it can also take 3. I had to restart at least 10 of my runs simply because my first piece of wheat required 3 bone meal to grow, and I was left with 1, which is not enough to get the second piece of wheat to grow, and it would cost a lot of time to go get more leaves, spend more time at the composter to get another bone meal. The last section of luck is, of course, the parrot location. Now, mobs, when you first open a world, will always spawn in the same spot, which is how I was able to go directly to where the parrot was. However, over my various runs, each time I would make it to the parrot, it would be in a little bit different situation. Sometimes it would be up on top of the tree, sometimes it would have already fluttered to the ground. Now, in the scenario you saw in my speedrun video I posted, I got a little bit unlucky. I saw that it was up on one of the tree's branches, so I climbed up on top of a neighboring tree, hoping to bridge over, only for it to hop off the other side of the branch. So I was still able to get it within a decent time. However, the fact that it hopped off the branch when I wasn't expecting it to made my run over 3 minutes and 30 seconds when it could have been less than 3 minutes and 30 seconds if I had known that the parrot was going to come down. So those are the 5 key moments in which luck was necessary, but it wasn't some freak chance like my very first bush dropped a seed or anything like that. So I had to redo the runs a bunch of times until I got the majority of these 5 key factors in my favor.